Good afternoon. I'm Anne-Marie Lipinski. I'm the curator of the Nieman Foundation for Journalism, and it is my great privilege to welcome you here for the 50th anniversary awarding of the Worth Bingham Prize for Investigative Journalism. The prize honors investigative reporting on a subject of national significance where the public interest has been ill-served. Judges for the prize weigh the entries by journalism's very highest standards: accuracy, clarity of analysis, the magnitude of the issues being investigated, and reforms that may have come in the wake of the stories. Through the great generosity of the Bingham family and the Bingham board, the prize carries with it a $20,000 award. Many of us here grew up or worked in cities whose journalism was inextricably linked to a visionary local family. The Grahams of Washington, D.C., the Oaks and Sulzbergers of New York, the Chandlers of Los Angeles, or the McCormicks and Medills of Chicago, where I spent much of my career. Like those great families, the Bingham family is one of the most storied in American journalism, having dominated the media landscape in Louisville for decades with a powerful and crusading brand of reporting. Worth Bingham, a 1954 graduate of Harvard, embodied those values that we celebrate today, working as a reporter in Minneapolis and San Francisco and Washington, and later as part of the executive staff of the publishing company in Louisville. Following his very tragic death at age 34, his family and friends created this award as a fitting tribute to his passion and his legacy. We are honored at Nieman to be a partner in this prize. There are many journalistic awards, but the singular focus of the Worth Bingham Prize on investigative journalism is especially dear to my heart, having labored in those fields myself for some years, both as a reporter and an editor. But I value it not for nostalgic reasons, but because it is a kind of journalism that is ever more necessary while ever more in peril. It takes time. It takes money, it takes stomach, and it takes a skill and perseverance that is not always rewarded or nurtured in our resource-strapped newsrooms. As my Nieman Fellows by now well know, I believe in the restorative and redemptive powers of journalism, and this kind of journalism most of all. The work we honor here tonight and have honored for 50 years is extraordinarily difficult. So we applaud the opportunity to celebrate it and advance the very important conversation about its value, now more than ever. Shortly, we will award Chicago Tribune reporters Patricia Callahan and Michael Berens the 2016 Worth Bingham Prize for their year-long investigation into the abuse and neglect of adults with disabilities, work that brought about very important and quick reform. In addition, we are so excited to have an extraordinary panel of past Nieman winners, journalists who gave us some of the most important investigative reporting of their generation. Leading that conversation will be Dana Priest, who along with her Bingham Award is a two-time Pulitzer Prize winner, once for her investigations of Black site prisons and also with Ann Hull for her investigation of the Walter Reed Hospital. She will introduce the other participants on her panel. And I want to extend a very special welcome to Worth Bingham's widow, Joan Bingham, executive editor of Grove Atlantic in New York. And she was just recalling the earliest days of this prize and working with Worth's classmate, John Wagley, and spreading out the entries on his ping pong table and choosing among them. Our entry process is a little more sophisticated now, but the work has been for a half a century, really extraordinary. And also to Claire Bingham, Worth's daughter, a Harvard graduate, and in the family tradition, a great journalist. Claire, among other accomplishments, has served as the White House correspondent for Newsweek and is the author of Class Action, the landmark case that changed sexual harassment law, which was later adapted into the film North Country, as well as Women on the Hill, challenging the culture of Congress, and most recently, she published Witness to the Revolution, a terrific oral history of the 1960s in America. Joan and Clara's commitment to Worth's values and to the values of investigative journalism are evident in their support of this prize, and on behalf of Harvard and the Nieman Foundation, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. Please join me in welcoming Clara, who will do the honors.